Marhaba. Right now we're going to talk about the verb kaana, which is a very important and useful verb that we can use in Arabic to situate people, things, and actions in the past. The closest equivalent in English would probably be was. Remember that we don't really have a verb for to be that we use in simple one clause present tense sentences in Arabic. We have other ways of expressing that idea usually, but if we want to talk about something or someone in the past, things are a little bit different. So kaana is a verb, and as you can see here, it conjugates like other past tense verbs. We have a series of suffixes that are virtually identical to the suffixes that we use with other past tense verbs. Here we have a chart of the pronouns that are used most commonly in colloquial speech. You will notice that kan is a bit different in that its medial letter, that alif, sometimes disappears, right? Ana kuntu, huwa kan, hiya kanat. Can is what Arabists sometimes call in English a hollow verb, and we're going to see a few more of those later. And we use that expression, al-fa'al al-ajwaf, it is in Arabic, to refer to verbs that have a medial vowel that kind of shapeshifts. Sometimes it disappears, sometimes it takes on another form. But for our purposes, we really just need to get a handle on this conjugation. And you can save yourself some confusion by noticing that all of the third person forms, right? Hum, hiya, huwa, retain that alif, whereas all of the other first and second person forms do not. That can be a very useful thing to keep in mind. So we can use can to situate things simply in the past, right? The way we use was, like he was the only student in the library, let's say. We could say huwa, okay? Kan الطالب الوحيد في المكتبة. He was the only student. So can here is a verb, and we have a jumla fa'liya, a verbal sentence to express that idea, right? We can also use can to situate actions in the past, the way we use the past continuous in English, or the phrase used to, right? If we want to say, I was working at home, right? If we're setting up a narrative, I could say, أنا كنت أعمل في البيت. Right? I was working. I'm situating this conjugated present tense verb in the past by using conjugated can, right? So this is sort of my I was. Or sometimes it can refer to longer stretches of time in the past, right? If we want to say she used to live in Egypt, then again we would use conjugated can for her and then conjugated live for her. So hiya كانت كانت, now conjugated for present tense. Literally we're saying she was, she lived, but the meaning is she used to live. كانت تسكن في مصر.